Randy, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Republican. Randy, your opportunity to tell Washington what you think of this book.
It's just more trash against our president. Since he was a legitimate president, you guys have come after him about everything. If you think this book is a bigger deal than people taking territory in Seattle, then whoever picks your stories and your news stories should really examine their bias. We need something that's positive about our president. Every morning I've listened to you since my kids were little, and they're all grown. Two served in the Marine Corps. Now what I have is a news agency in Cspan, CNN, MSNBC, even Fox News is getting on the bandwagon. Everybody is slandering this president every day. Pick something that's positive about our president, or maybe you could do an expose on Joe Biden. Maybe you could look into the FBI scandal that you guys just, once Trump was acquitted, you guys just drop it and pick up the next hateful thing you can find about our president. It's shameful, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. God bless America, and I'll be in Tulsa on Saturday. God bless America.
Randy, for you and others, this John Bolton book is dominating the national newspapers. The decision makers in Washington are talking about it. The president has acknowledged it and put out tweets. He did an interview with the Wall Street Journal, giving his side and his reaction to this book. We're letting you know all of that, and then only here on this program do you get to call in and tell Washington, who's chattering about this, what you think of it. Only here on this show. So that's why we do it, and that's why we're having this question this morning. Mike, Oak Grove, Missouri, independent. Hi, Mike. Good morning.
Good morning, Greta. I've already ordered my book. It'll be here the 25th. It's a shame. It's a book written by a scumbag about a scumbag. But, the book shows how political Bill Barr is trying to help Donald Trump stop it. They've been going over it for 4 months to find anything that shouldn't be there, and they can't find it. Donald Trump says any conversation he has with anybody is classified, which is, we all know that's BS. And I think that it makes all the Republicans look bad that voted not to, impeach him. And as far as Randy goes, the last caller, begging to put something good about Trump on television is just ridiculous because he does so much more bad than he does good. I mean, it's easy to look at the bad that he's done, and Randy there, he was even attacking good old Fox News because, every now and then they show the light. Like I said, my book is coming on the 25th, I hope that Trump's niece's book makes it out too, because, who knows what a scum he is better than family.
Okay, Mike, I'll leave it there. On the lawsuit, the Washington Post notes that the Justice Department has sought an emergency order to block the Bolton book. The Justice Department last night sought an emergency order from a judge to block the publication of former National Security Advisor John Bolton's forthcoming book. The move came after the administration filed a civil suit against Bolton on Tuesday, targeting the proceeds of the book and asking a court to order him to delay its scheduled June 23rd release. Less than 24 hours later, the Wall Street Journal released an excerpt of the memoir, and lengthy accounts were published by other news organizations. Wednesday's move sought to formally enjoin Bolton from allowing his book to be published. A legal strategy expert said was unlikely to succeed, particularly given that the print has already been printed and shipped to warehouses and copies distributed in the media for review. Stephanie in Brooklyn, Democratic caller. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning, Greta. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. What do you think of the book?
Well, it's so funny because Bolton is an unpatriotic man as well as our president. During the Senate hearing, he should have came and testified. He knew this president was a crook. He knew this president was jeopardizing our country, our national security. And the people who's defending Trump, you know, they're getting angry with the reporters, they're getting angry with the news, they're even getting angry with Cspan because the truth of Trump is here. Everybody has known it. This president will be a one-term president because God and everybody is seeing that this is the devil that just came upon this world and just made darkness. We've been in darkness for the past 3-4 years, and it's time for us to shine now. Have a good day, Greta.
Michael, Rome, New York, Independent. Michael, your opinion of the book.
Good morning. The book, I think, was nothing new. I actually watched the show regarding a lot of the reviews I hear. Mine is a little awakening for the bias and the lack of education in America. Find it very interesting. I think more people should actually watch C-SPAN than some of the other politically motivated shows to basically show the lack of awareness. Most Americans have, and most that don't travel. And but thank you, and I don't think the book is nothing new that most people don't know. And have a good day.
All right. Well, the book, along with the president's niece's book, are Amazon bestsellers even before the release, according to CNBC. Chad in Akron, Ohio, Democratic caller. Hi, Chad.
Hi, good morning. I just wanted to share that I think it's really admirable that so many in the administration, whether it was Omarosa or Chief of Staff Kelly or General Mattis or now John Bolton, are taking this step to really make this happen and let their thoughts be heard. This is key to democracy. And while I'm a Democrat and while I support Democrat initiatives, if a candidate on my side was doing this, I would certainly hope that their staff would also come out and talk about all this. It's really key to our democracy to have that done. I'm just shocked at what the president has done, and I think that it is I'm not shocked. This is what we've seen from him before, but I think it's worth another impeachment inquiry. And I pray for our country and hope that things improve. But I'm so grateful to the administration for being open about what they have experienced.
This is Maggie in South Carolina who sends us this text. Mr. Bolton is a liar if my president says so. And Chris in Birmingham, Alabama, with the text, really, John Bolton? The love of money is the root of all evil. You should have said all that is in the book to the Congress. And another from Billy in Boston who says, this isn't Saudi Arabia. You can express dissent about an administration you disagree with. And then also Joanne in Minnesota, disappointing and lowers his credibility based on Bolton's opinion and not fact from a bitter man whom I used to like. Sheila in Massachusetts, Republican. Sheila, what do you think of this?
Good morning, Greta. Thanks for taking my call. I'm just terribly disappointed that C-SPAN is asking, what do you think of this book? Because nobody's read it and it hasn't been published yet, but yet they're all saying everything is true in the book. He's this, he's that, blah, 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 blah. Could we not just once go over all of the things good that have happened in this country, from the economy to the justice system to all the good that President Trump has done? Like him or not, the man is sometimes crude and doesn't speak like the polished politician we had last time, but the man is trying to straighten out this country. And it's a sad thing when people come onto this program and call him every name in the book, and then they wonder why he fights back. Well, that is how you fight people that are against you. He's trying his best. They blamed COVID on him. They've blamed everything that's gone wrong in this country on 3.5 years of his administration, when nothing is said about what wasn't done in 8 years of the previous administration. This racial divide could have been fixed under Barack Obama, but he decided he was the division champion of the world. And this nonsense of black versus white and Republican versus Democrat needs to stop. If we're going to have a good country, we have got to work together and stop this constant, he did this, he did this, he did this. Please.
So Sheila, that it's your opportunity to say that on this show. So you don't believe this book because you think President Trump has done a number of good things in this during his time in the office. Can you quickly tell us those good things?
Has he not done something about the justice system? Who was the woman that he released from prison that was unjustly in prison? Mm-hmm. And is he not trying to get the laws rearranged so that people with minor infractions are not put into jail for long periods of time? How about our economy? When was the economy as good as it was? When were there so many people employed? Why? I mean, do these people want to go back to 12%, 10%, 9% unemployment? We had a good economy, and it wasn't just because Trump was doing things wrong. It was because he was doing something right. And we need to understand that. He's not perfect, for God's sakes. Everybody knows that. But he is trying to get this country to be prosperous and for everyone to be prosperous, not just white elite people. He wants everyone to share in the American pie. And it's just wrong that people are saying everything in the book is true because they've never read it. I haven't read it, so I have no opinion on the book. I do know that Bolton was a warmonger. They must remember that. He was all for going to all the wars.
Okay. So, Sheila, if you are interested, the Wall Street Journal has a lengthy excerpt from the book online today, WSJ.com. You can find it there.